This is the Roland TD-07KV. It's just been delivered. It's one of the newer kits that Roland recently released. I'm going to unbox it, see what's inside, set it up, and maybe take it for a short test drive, see how it all looks and sounds. Hang in there. So finally it's unboxed. I took everything out of the box, unpacked it, put it on the floor here for you to see what's in the box. And let me tell you, there's a lot in the box. If you like to puzzle, this is the way to go. It took me about 40 minutes, I think, to take everything out of the box. There's a bunch of small and big carbon boxes in the big box that came, and everything is packed really thoroughly and well, so nothing's gonna be damaged here. You have the pads and the pedals, you have all the symbols, the module and the wires to get everything connected. There's the pad holders, the symbol holders, and the rack. So now I'm gonna assemble it and get back to you hopefully real soon. Sit tight. So here we are, the kit is fully set up. It took me a while to get everything exactly in the position that I wanted it. It wasn't too hard. It's specifically the cable management, which takes a serious amount of time, and the pad positioning, because you know the sizes are all smaller than my trusty Tama. You could choose to set it up as a left-handed player setup, and even, you know, like 1 up, 2 down, which I did. Kind of stretches the cables a little bit because it's not really meant to do that, but you know, it was okay. All the cables are of a specific length, so you don't have much to play with there. All in all, very sturdy setup. Cymbal mounts are very solid. The rack is solid, specifically for such a small rack. The paddle wobbles a little bit, but not too much. The only thing that's a bit of a letdown, if you're used to playing acoustic drums, is the size of the pads. Specifically taken into account that you have the white plastic ring on all the pads. They're all mesh heads, so they play really well. The cymbals are all just, you know, one trigger in it, so you have one sound, except for the ride, which doesn't have has a bell sound, which is a pity. And you know, the hi-hat pedal takes a little bit getting used to, and you know, if I choose to keep the kit, that will be one of the first things to be replaced. It does support the V hi-hats, which is very nice. So you could take a regular hi-hat stand, put it in there, and just use a V hi-hat. All the pads are mounted on these L rods, which are also used by Tama. So you could potentially set it up on a normal rack, normal stands, normal cymbal and tom stands and snare stands, if you should want that. The module itself is really easy to operate. It's not very difficult because there are not a lot of controls. You have this big dial which you use to choose kits and which you use to tune your instruments, to change the type of heads, the type of muting, muffling, and all that sort of stuff. The display is small, but it's pretty pretty clear. You can even change how bright it is. You have 25 preset kits which you can adapt, and then from 26 you have 25 user kits which you can totally adjust yourself. If you want to do so, you just actually hit this edit button, and then you can choose the instrument. You can choose like a kit you want to edit. You just go to enter, you hit a pad, like the thumb, like the right, it instantly changes, and then you can start muffling, tuning, dampening, change the EQ, even the pan left right in your headphones. So, you know, hit this big button and you go back to the main screen. To the back, the connections are fairly simple. You have your power connector, you have a USB to the computer connector, which I still have to try out how it works. You have the output mixed phones, so you can connect this. You can use this 3.5mm connection to connect it to an amplifier, or maybe an audio interface, whatever. And the mix in, well, I have to check what that is about. Probably to connect your smartphone, your tablet, or whatever, you know. But the Bluetooth, which is handily available here, works really good. Yes, so you don't have to, if you have Bluetooth on your phone and it doesn't, you can connect it through Bluetooth, and you can, you know, play your tunes, drum along, and study. This is a quick overview of the Roland TD-07KV. I'm going to test drive it for a couple of weeks, see how it plays, see how it does in sounds, and I'll get back to you then. Thanks for watching.